My boy Planet Randy in the building. My boy Planet Randy is in the building. My boy Knowledge is in the building. Planet Randy helped me out a lot, man. Planet Randy, behind the scenes, he helped your boy out a lot, man. Give a shout out to Planet Randy. My boy Knowledge in the building. Let's get the lights up. Antonio Brown, Jonathan was good. I do not like what I see online, guys. I do not like what I see online. They've been real disrespectful when they talk about THT. I don't like it. CJ So Cool was good, bro. GTM is in the building. I don't like the disrespect THT getting. My boy Raymond is in the building. My boy Zay's in the building. Oh, we're going to address all that. We're going to address all that. Malik was good. Malik behind the scenes helping your boy out too, him and Planet Randy. My boy Big Albert is in the building. Elder is in the building. Jonathan's in the building. I'm going to let Elder on in two minutes. I need a couple more people to get in. Eric, Steven Scott, we need the likes up. We really need the likes up. Y'all support the show. We need the likes up. Sandra, what up? Mungo was good. If y'all want to share, I'm giving y'all time to share. I'm going to be letting the Elder on in 1 minute. In 1 minute. Terrell, how you? Sean Banks. Mo Bamba and T. Ross? Yes. Jose Garcia is in the building. Bro, I don't see you no more, bro. You don't mess with your boy no more? I don't see you no more. Malik said, well, Elder talk, everybody listen, he got the subscribers. Respect. Thanks, Mongo. He said, think James Harden may get traded? It's possible. Now I know I'm just messing with you, Jose. I know you be busy. Malik was good.
The show's got enough light. I can tell you that. You gotta worry about that now.
It was good.
Hey, salute, my brother.
How you?
I'm blessed. Blessed. How you doing?
Ain't nothing, just chilling.
Long day, man. Long day.
It's been long, right?
On week.
It's been definitely a long day.
Yes, sir. Woo-wee. Got a lot to get to, huh?
There's a lot to get to. It's definitely a lot to get to.
Mm.
You know, we need to get the likes. If y'all want to share it to y'all social media, please do before we start. Because once we start, we ain't gonna stop. We're gonna get it in. We got a lot to get to. There's been a lot of disrespect on the Lakers, man.
I ain't surprised.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
I ain't surprised one bit.
This thing, keep the likes up. That's right. Keep the likes up. My boy Ron Ton is in the building. Steven Scott. We about to get in. Go in. I said one more minute. This way we're gonna keep it. Jay Boogie, how you doing? Tom, what up, Tom? Octavius, what's good? One more minute. We're gonna start the show. We're gonna go into a lot of things to touch on today. We got 48 hours, less than 48 now. Malik said if everybody could share at least one person, it'd be. We just need one share from each person. I think 6 minutes is a good time. We told people earlier they're just gonna miss the beginning of it. But yeah, started off right now. Weebay was good. Welcome to the Kareem and Elder Show. This episode 2. We're gonna get into a lot going on. The NBA trades. It's been going crazy. We was on a group chat earlier. So I'm gonna start it off with the trades that happened. The CJ McCollum trade. What you think about that trade right there, the CJ McCollum to New Orleans?
Good trade for both. I like it. I understand what Portland's trying to do. Clear this cap space, not be obligated moving forward so that they can sign the young players that they like. They're trying to get cheap young talent back in return as well. So I like what they did. And then in that, what's the name of them is trying to show, what's his name? Zion. Pelicans is trying to show Zion that they're serious and they're going to put better talent around him and they're willing to spend the money. Because CJ is a major investment. When he got, 30 this year, 33 next year, and 36 the year after, that's a lot to invest in a 32-year-old, 30-year-old player, bro. So they trying to show him, they trying to put more talent around him, and they got rid of guys that were young and probably Zion wasn't caring for. That's what makes sense to me. Because everybody knows Zion want to leave. You could tell.
Yeah, you could tell because he's quiet, and when you don't want to leave, like Dame's stepped up big time. Anytime people in the past talk about Dame leaving, Dame get right on it and put that to the bed. And I tell people when somebody not speaking on something, it has some truth to it. When you nonchalant, you open the doors for people to make their own assumptions.
You brought up Dame. You want to go on in that now? You want to say that for later?
I'm gonna save it a little not late because it do ties into Portland. But as far as the fit, how do you think CJ fit with New Orleans? Because they sent back Josh Hart, they sent back Nikhil Alexander, and they got Larry Nance and Tony Snell back in the deal. How do you think CJ fit with Brandon Ingram, Herb Jones, Valanciunas? They got
he's a shorter version of Brandon Ingram to me because he dribbles a lot. He can get the mid-range shot good. You see what I'm saying? CJ playmaking has kind of stepped up. That's kind of under the radar. So I think the fit is decent, but when you start looking at the whole totality, I don't see them making a dent in the West. I mean, if everybody's healthy, I think they can make the playoffs. But even with that roster I'm looking at now, I still don't see them being that team that, jumps into the top 4 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Even with that talent that they got there. So I don't mind the fit. I just don't think that's not a move with that kind of money because that's a big old max deal that's going to put them over the top because they're going to probably make the playoffs this year. Now, or what do you call it, the play-in, because Portland is, they just jumped Portland. They're 10th now already. So I think they're going to try to solidify making the playoffs this year possibly. At least the play-in, and we'll see what happens from there. But you got a lot of teams that were hurt and starting to get it together. They're making moves like the Lakers, Clippers, who else? Dallas, Denver, Minnesota. See, all these teams are doing the same, making moves, and I just think those teams are better than the Pelicans. So I don't see them moving up from this move. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they could be solid and they could be scary because Brandon Ingram and CJ, close games with those two type guys, close game, they can keep you in games because they take good like mid-range shot and they don't really turn the ball over when they get their ISO.
Mm-hmm.
And so they can really be dangerous. Then they got Valanciunas. He been playing good this year. And Herb Jones on the wing, he's defending well. And now they got like a little lunch pail guy and Larry Nance. I don't know if Zion is coming. See, that's the thing. If he do come back, it's gonna be late. He have to get in shape. But they can be scary for one game in the play-in. That's scary because them guys can get hot and down the stretch. You know how when you got guys who can score at will down the stretch in one game could be dangerous. Then you got, like I said, Valanciunas, a big body, and they got a couple wings with Herb Jones. I just think they could be a little scary if they for one game in the play-in, especially depending on matchups.
Well, you know how the play-in work. 7-8, that's one game. If they 8-9, which I believe they will be, or 9-10, they got to win 2 games to get in. I don't see them doing that. I don't see them doing what Memphis did last year.
Yeah, I don't see it because it'd be like the Lakers, Clippers. It depends. Like Lakers, I definitely don't really see it either. But I can see them winning one game and rock somebody. I can see that. But now on the Portland side, they get back Josh Hart, who I think that they may move again because his contract is, I think, non-guaranteed after this year. He got like they said a unique contract, unless they want to keep him. But the way it looked like they just want to totally rebuild. I don't think they're gonna want Josh Hart contract on the books, but I think he may move again, maybe. And Nickeil Alexander, I like him. What you
young keep talent on Nickeil Alexander. Yep. Tell me about, because I didn't know this about Josh Hart's contract. Say that again.
They say his contract is non-guaranteed for
really?
Next year. Yeah, that's what they were saying.
For next year?
Yeah, so he could
only guaranteed the first year of his contract?
Yeah. That's why I said that was weird. Hart. That's why I said I don't know. Remember, Josh Hart was the last person to sign. Yeah. He signed like at the Labor Day. Everybody was like thought that he was stuck. All the money was dried out, so they pretty much gave him. I think $6 million of the 12 for next year might be guaranteed, or $4 million. But I know it's not fully guaranteed though. But he took the money.
They'll see how he comes in, and if he's gonna fit well. Josh Hart's one of them guys that fit anybody. He's gonna play hard. He's gonna knock down threes. He's gonna do the 50-50 stuff. He rebounds great for a 6'5" guy. I mean, I was hoping that we got him back. I would love for them. I would do that THT deal for Josh Hart. I'd definitely do that deal for him to get him back. You know, THT in the first to get Josh Hart back because he was a first-round pick, 30th pick, 28th pick, something like that. But I would do that deal to get him back. But that's crazy. I did not know that. I kept seeing when I was reading it, $12 million guaranteed, and I didn't equate that to being the first year of the contract guaranteed. I've seen that before when it's a 2-year deal. I've never seen that with a 3-year deal. That's really weird that he would agree to do that. And that pretty much lets me know the Pelicans were like, hey, we want to sign you this year, but pretty much if you ain't fitting with Zion, we're going to get rid of you. Give you a little bit to go. And they really trying to placate and get everything in order for Zion to be happy, which I don't think you can make a guy happy that don't want to be there. I really don't. I mean, now winning, it does cure a lot of things. I don't see these moves they're making going to win them the kind of games that's going to make Zion happy. I really don't. So they trying, though. You got a, small market team that you pretty much forced to do this. So I'm liking the fact that they did do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, they said they were talking about Josh Hart. They say had the most unique, good contract and weird contract was ever. I think it's non-guaranteed next year, and then the last year fully guaranteed. It's like a weird mix of how his contract was.
So it's almost like if they take him and he makes it through the full year with them, then they're gonna guarantee the 3rd year.
Yeah, it was weird, like his contract.
That's a good contract. I mean, $12 million. That's cheap for Josh Hart. For a 3-and-D guy that can play, that can guard 1s, 2s, and 3s. He gonna be gutty. He never hurts your team. You don't turn the ball over. Man, that's cheap, bro. I hope we get him back. I
And he
hope we
goes to
get him
that
back.
basket strong. He rebound very well for him.
Yeah. And he can literally guard. I mean, he's shorter, but he's got the strength and the smarts
Yeah, he's strong.
to guard threes easily, twos
He
and
got
ones.
threes.
Yeah, I would
Kareem
love to
as
have
a
Josh
rookie,
Hart back.
he was guarding and who it was, and they was like, yo, this kid is strong. Maybe somebody in the chat section could remember. And it was somebody that's strong in the league, and Josh Hart handled him on that post, and he got a lot of respect after that. It's gonna come to me, but it got a lot of respect after that game there. They were talking about how strong he was. The guy couldn't really post up. Can't remember who it was, but Dame Lillard. What you think this means for Dame?
You know,
David West. I'm sorry, David West. You're right. See, that's why I like the guys in the group. It was David West. He couldn't move Josh Hart. Thank you.
You said, what do you think this means for Dame Lillard? It's clear that Portland is they're trying to play the PR game, and PR is extremely important for NBA teams, businesses in general, and they don't want the bad PR hit at all. So what they pretty much have done is start making these moves to claim, because they're lying. They're claiming, but they're lying, saying that they want to build around Dame and get the right pieces. We're going to re-sign the young Simmons, all this, blah, 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 blah. But they're getting rid of all the pieces that Dame really likes. So they're forcing Dame to request a trade. And then what they're going to do, this is what I believe they're going to do. They want as much cap space, much room, much flexibility as possible on their team. So they want to take back young, cheap talent that they're not obligated to for 3, 4, 5 years and have as much cap space as they can get. Because all the moves you see, they're expiring contracts or contracts that are going to expire next year. They're not holding on to anybody long periods of time. And then they have young guys that have a lot of potential that they want to try to develop. That's clear sign of a team that's finna rebuild. Clear sign. Dame's not, he's 31, finna be 32. He's not going through no rebuild. So you saw the thing Lamont put out today, right? Did you see that?
Nah, what he put out?
Oh, you didn't? Oh, yeah.
You told me about Dame want to go to West Coast team.
No. That was put out a few days ago. This was just put out. Lamont put it on his channel. Give me a second here. I'm gonna pull it up. And it says, breaking news, according to outside sources, Damian Lillard was completely unaware of the Portland Trail Blazers roster reconstruction, and he does not want to be part of any rebuild. Lillard's agent has been asked to seek trade partners. The Lakers, Bucks, and Atlanta Hawks are his top 3 preferred destinations.
Wow.
Now, you got to break that down, though, because, he said the Lakers, Bucks, and Hawks. Now, let's break that down, though, real quick. Remember what you just said. Remember, we all read that article that came out the other day that Dame said, if I do get traded or something happens, I want to go to a West Coast team. Remember, that was public. Well, between the Lakers, the Bucks, and the Hawks, which one is the West Coast team?
Lakers.
The Lakers. Now, you go look at the Atlanta Hawks. You got a point guard, young, futuristic point guard. Why would we bring in Dame when we already have Trey?
Exactly.
That don't make no sense. And then why would we bring you to the Bucks when we traded away all these assets to get Drew Holiday to be our point guard? And we won a chip last year with Drew Holiday. And he's much better defensively. Why would we trade that with all the assets we just gave up to give up more assets to get you? You see what I'm saying? Those two destinations makes no sense. So I'm going to tell you, to me, this is my theory, just mine. What I think the Portland Trail Blazers are trying to do is they know as a superstar, you got to trade them where they want to go. If Dame is telling them, send me to the Lakers because I want to stay on the West Coast, that justifies what they want to do anyway because they're trying to get cap relief. Well, who is the biggest star in the game right now that can give you the quickest cap relief? Is that not Russell Westbrook? With that $47 million to come off next year, so they don't have to look. Hey, they don't have to look. They don't have to look bad and dumb by the Portland people say, you gave up Dame for Westbrook, blah, 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 blah. You see what I'm saying? But in the process, they'll probably get THT. If I'm them, I'm demanding Monk. Because I already know the Lakers can't put together a package to give me all the number one picks I want. So Monk is got to come because he's only making 1.7, and he's just as good as any first-round pick you would give me.
Oh, yeah. Ain't no question.
I'm demanding Monk. And they'll give it up for Dame. I'm demanding Monk. I'll take THT because he's young and he's cheap. And you really
he's a first-round pick.
You only got to have him for one more year with THT. Monk was a lottery pick, yes.
No, but I'm saying Monk. I'm saying THT's first-round pick talent, easy.
Yes, but he wasn't a first-round pick, so you can't slot him in that category. But he's young, cheap talent. Then you get Monk as a first-round pick, really. Then you take their first-round pick. Then I like those 3 seconds that they got from the Westbrook deal when they got Westbrook. Give me all them. So I'm literally trying to figure out if I can really get 2 firsts and 3 seconds. I'm happy. But if I can't, give me Monk a first in 3 seconds, and I'm putting it out there as well. The Lakers didn't have the assets. This is the best deal for us with the Russell Westbrook coming in to stay competitive. You can really spin it in the media to make it look like we're trying to still stay competitive, but our hands was forced because our star said he only wanted to go to these teams, and this is the best offer we can get. What offer is Atlanta going to put together that's better than that?
And then
they got a lot of players, but they don't fit Portland. They're not going to take on them Gallinari contracts and those people that just signed us. They're not going to take those on. They're not going to do that.
No, it wouldn't make sense for them to take on Gallinari and
Bogdan. All those people just signed. John Collins,
sense.
Even if it's John Collins, it don't make sense for them to take on them contracts.
Nah, cause at least with THT and Monk, you got 2 young guys.
Yes. If I'm them, I may even get them to throw a boy in. I may want him too. None. Give me none. Now I got all these young guards, and I can decide what I want to do with all of them. You know what I mean?
You can package them in another deal.
There you go.
You could package them in another deal, and then not only that, Dame, at the end of the day, he's 32. So for them to get a package like that, have cap space, and you could build heavy with that.
Yeah. And what I would do, I'm getting off of old boy too. If I'm them, that's why I said the THT, because really Dame and Russ is right there. Dame makes 42.5, Russ makes 44. So that's viable. When you throw THT in, now you add another 10 million to the pot. So now Portland got to come off players. Well, what are the contracts Portland want to come off?
Nurkic.
Because they're not going to re-sign Nurkic next year. Now, the problem going to be is the league going to be mad as all get out, the owners, because they're going to see Dame and Nurkic going to the Lakers for Russ and THC. They're like, hold on a second. Yeah. They're going to be mad. But you know how it is on trades, Kareem. You got to show picks. You got to show young talent. And if you throw those pieces together, you're talking about a guy that's 25 with none, 23 with old boy, 21 with THT, then all the picks. You got 4 picks. You see what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be able to say nothing. You can't say that Portland got robbed. You can't. Yeah. Yep. Then they got a guy that's a Hall of Famer, still triple-double machine. Numbers wise, you cannot say that's not a good package for Dame Lillard and Nurkic.
Because he averaged 18 this year. Russ averaged like
18, 8, and 8. He averaged 18, 8, and 8.
He give you more rebounds and assists than Dame do.
Yeah.
He give you more. He do that more than Dame, playmaking and rebounding. So,
man, all-time point guards, he's ranked higher than Dame. Let's just keep it real. That's an all-time point guard. He's ranked higher than Dame.
Yeah.
And he's achieved a lot more than Dame. Now, is he Dame Lillard? No. But again, on paper, and in Portland, they're going to push all that PR-wise because behind the scenes, they don't care about none of that. All they care about is that $47 million falling off their books next year. That's all they care about.
They don't have to pay Dame all that money. Come on, if Dame say he want that money, what is like 2 and what? 240?
2 years? No, it's 2 years. The extension. You talking about his extension?
Yeah.
It's 2 years because he got 2 more years left on this after this year. So you can only do a 2-year extension, but it would be for 107. So that's over 50 million. When he's 35 years old, bro, he's gonna be making $50 million a year plus. That's crazy, bro.
And he ain't having a good year this year, so they can talk themselves into he could be declining. They could talk themselves into that.
This is, but
32 years
they
old
can't
right
push
now.
that. They can't push that out there because that's bad pub on the PR side. They
Yeah.
can't say they think he's declining. But to me, because I know if Dame comes, that's the first thing he's gonna make the Lakers do. I want that 2-year extension. I want it. I'm here. You got me. You've been begging me. I didn't really want to come. Now you convinced me. That's the main thing. Give me the 2. And you know the Lakers gonna do it. You know they're gonna do it, bro. I don't think it's the greatest move for the Lakers, honestly. When it comes to longevity, I don't think it's the greatest move. But how do you say no to that? How do you say no to that deal? How do you say no? So that's my personal thoughts of what I think is going on. Will it happen in the next 2 days? That's quick. That's kind of quick to make that happen.
That's the thing. He had to say it today, right now.
He's already said it. By the report Lamont put out, he's already said it.
No, he said, I'm listening to what you said. You said if he get traded, right?
No, I just read you what the report said. I'll read it again. It said, according to outside sources, Damian Lillard was completely unaware of the Portland Trail Blazers roster reconstruction and does not want to be a part of any rebuild. That means trade me. Then it says Lillard's agent has been asked to seek trade partners. The Lakers, the Bucks, and Atlanta Hawks are his top 3 preferred destinations. So he done told his agent, I ain't gonna be a part of a rebuild. Get me out of here. Tell them I'll go to the Lakers, the Bucks, or the Hawks.
But you know it's crazy because I heard that they're trying to get Jerami Grant. See, now I don't get that. Portland. They said Portland trying to get Jerami Grant.
You know what? With the pieces they got in place, even with the trade of Dame, now you can. And you can give Jerami Grant what he wants. You can feature him now.
But do you think that will make Dame want to stay if they get Jerami Grant?
He ain't. No, he's not winning with Jerami Grant. He ain't that kind of player. He ain't no. Think about it. You got Dame and Jerami Grant as your second best player. You think you're winning something?
And CJ more potent than him.
But if you do get rid of Dame, since you've already did the sale, and say that Dame forced your hand and said he wanted to be traded, right? Then you bring in Grant. You pair him up with Russ and what's his name? Simmons. I know Little hurt, but all the other pieces that they done took back on trade and all that kind of stuff. But now Jerami Grant can come in and be featured. He can be the 1 or 2 on that team. And you got the money with Russ falling off. You got the money to sign Jerami Grant to that 4-year, $112 million extension.
Oh, yeah, they definitely have the money.
Yeah, you got plenty of the money to do it now.
They definitely said Nurkic is next. They definitely getting rid of Nurkic because like you said, they don't want to pay him.
Yeah. They may have to do Nurkic in a separate deal, but if they want that young talent back from the Lakers, I don't know what other contracts they got that can eat up $10 million because they done got rid of them.
Yeah,
they eat up $10 million. You know what I'm saying? Because old boy's making 10, and if you throw Monk in, that's another 2. So you're talking close to $12 million right there.
So okay, so now we're gonna go to Ben Simmons. What does leave to him? Because first, hold on, I want to jump to Ben Simmons. I want to talk about the Sacramento first. Then I'm gonna ease my way to Ben Simmons. So the Sacramento Kings traded Tyrese Halliburton, Tristan Thompson, Buddy Hield, Sabonis,
Justin Holiday,
and Jeremy Lamb. So how you like that deal right there?
For what these teams were looking for, it worked. You know what I'm saying? Because the one thing about that deal that made me like, something else is going on, because when Indiana is doing the same thing, when you're selling, you're not taking back dumb contracts. You're taking back expiring contracts, guys that can be bought out this year, stuff like that. All of it is about saving money. So when I looked at that, all of it made sense. Tristan Thompson, you could buy out. Halliburton is the young, cheap talent that you bring in to see if he can mesh with your team. What's the deal with Buddy Hield? Now, you had to use him to make the money work, but that contract is bad with 2 more years left. So that lets me know they're going to move Buddy Hield because it don't make sense to keep that contract. It does.
And it don't make sense because they got Chris Duarte. Duarte played that position, and they said they want him to play 35 minutes.
Yeah, they got more than Duarte. They got a bunch of right now. They got four guards that they need to get minutes to.
Dwayne Washington, they like him. It was some young
Halliburton got to get some
Halliburton.
Brogdon's still there. You see what I'm saying? So you got to get rid of Buddy Hield, which that makes sense. And other teams wanted Buddy, but they couldn't get him from Sacramento. They may be able to get it from Indiana because all Indiana really wants is picks.
Exactly.
All they want, if you can absorb the contract or send back half or whatever, they just want the picks. They just want the flexibility. So, I mean, I can see the Lakers trying to get in on that deal. If the Dame thing don't work, they may try to get in late on that deal with the THT packs. Because again, that's young talent that you're not overly committed to. If they work great, you can keep them. If not, get rid of them. It's simple. So I like that for that. Now Sacramento, I actually like it for Sacramento because I think they were forced to keep Fox. I don't think there was the big push to have Fox on a lot of people's team. But when I look at that team, I heard this guy say this on XM Radio, and I agreed with him. So that's why I'm going to repeat it. They're really like a mini version, not a mini, but they're like another version, a little bit lower version, a little bit lower, not a lot, of Jokic and Jamal Murray. That you put Sabonis with, oh boy. Sabonis, I mean, is a two-time All-Star in the last 3 years, and Sabonis been putting up 20, 12, and 5. You see what I'm saying? So he's a playmaker out there, just like Jokic. He's just not as good as Jokic. And now you got this dominant, ain't afraid of nothing, can break you down, get inside the lane, got to pull up. You know, you got a good mid-range, can get to the basket. So they really are similar to me. So you got a good nucleus to do. And then they got Richard Holmes. I like him. I like a big-time banger, high energy, super athlete. You know what I'm saying? I like the pieces that Sacramento got. Now, does it put Sacramento over the top? Nope. But it makes them competitive at least. It makes them competitive. And then getting rid of these contracts, because think about it. Now think about your starting lineup. You got what? Fox, the guy from Baylor, the little dude, the defender. Mitchell. Davion Mitchell. You got Harrison Barnes. You got Machine Holmes, whatever his name is, and Sabonis. Bro, that's not bad. That's not bad. You can compete.
But Sacramento not done. They want to get rid of Buddy Hill. I mean, not Buddy Hill, Bagley. So bad.
I think
Bagley,
they'll give up Harrison Barnes too.
And the Harrison Barnes.
Just because of the contract.
Also, I saw they said that don't be surprised if they waive Jerami Lamb and Justin Holiday because they free agent, and Justin Holiday do not want to get the vaccine. So by him not want to get the vaccine.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't have it. And he
can't
in
play
California
the home
now.
game. He can't play the home. He can't play the home games. He's a free agent. So they said Sacramento may waive him, and Jerami Lamb is a free agent. They may waive him.
The vaccine thing is not the whole state. It's just in San Francisco.
Yeah.
That's why it happened. So he can play home games still. It's just
I saw they said I'm not too sure about the rules on that. I saw he won't be able to play home games.
Yeah, the only one I saw was in San Francisco up there with what's his name? Wiggins. Yeah. It's in San Francisco. It was the two cities that mandated it was San Francisco and New York.
Because Sacramento is close by San Francisco.
It is.
I don't know.
More. So yeah, if that's an issue, that was dumb to trade for him. But they'll just
salary.
No, did he? Is he expiring? It's Justin
expiring.
Yeah,
Justin Holiday is expiring. Him and Jerami Lamb is expiring.
They're vets. You can give them buyouts and get them out of there, or maybe use them to trade real quick. You know,
exactly.
But see, those are guys that the Lakers have liked. So now Sacramento I got lower level guys that you've liked. Now let's do deals. That's what Sacramento probably thinks.
They make Holiday make $4 million. We could give them DJ and Bazemore.
We'll see what they want. We'll see what they want. I'm sure they're gonna try to fleece the Lakers like everybody else do. You know.
So I agree with you. It's crazy, but I think that, like you said, Sacramento it's still moving parts. Bagley got to go.
Indiana making moves too. They still gonna make more moves.
Indiana still got.
I don't think the Pelicans done. If they can, I think the Pelicans still.
I don't think the Pelicans done, but that's why a lot of teams jumped on the deal today. Because now they got more room for a couple of days. Because then you got T.J. Warren and Miles Turner with the Pacers that they said they definitely trying to get rid of.
Turner probably gonna stay.
They want him out though.
No.
They still want him out.
There's the thing. Remember what Turner wanted. He wanted to be featured.
Yeah, he wanted to be featured.
He couldn't with Sabonis in there. The ball was going to run through Sabonis. Now Sabonis gone. Him and Halliburton buddies. I didn't know that. And so he's happy to be there with Halliburton. So now he's like, I
Halliburton is cool
with Miles Turner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he's saying that he wants to stay. So I wouldn't be surprised if Miles Turner stay. Because think about it. You got Isaiah Jackson, who just got hurt, but he's a young dude. So he ain't finna be featured. He's good, but he ain't finna be featured. Who else you got on that team to feature? You're gonna feature Miles Turner. He gonna get a lot more looks. That Sabonis is not back there with him now. So he got the situation he want. He happy. So we'll see how it work out. And even in that, you got, let's go their starting five. Brogdon, Halliburton. The one guy on TV said Buddy Hield. I don't think they will start Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield ain't starting.
I think it was the other guy. Who else came over there? Duarte. You start Duarte, Isaiah Jackson, Miles Turner. That's your five, and then everybody else coming off the bench. So not that that's going to beat anybody, but that's competitive. That's young. That's long. That's athletic. You got a smart team out there with Brogdon and old boy and them.
Yeah, Brogdon and Halliburton.
In the East. In the East. And they so interchangeable. Now you switching everything. 1 through 4, you switching. Oh boy, the only one you not switching. You switching 1 through 4 with that team. So I see the moves these teams are making. I don't have a problem. I think they're good trades for everybody. Yep.
So the elephant in the room, Ben Simmons. Because Ben Simmons was tied with Sacramento heavy. Daryl Morey came out in public, said out of all the packages he's seen, he liked Sacramento package. He might can work with it if they tweak some things with it.
Get a third team involved. You know what that means, right?
Huh?
Remember, he made the statement, if they get a third team involved.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
Yeah, he wanted he wanted to add another star player to come in that package.
What he's saying is, you got players I really don't want. So we can do the deal, but you need to send them somewhere else besides here. That's what it means to add a third team.
But he was interested in it. He wanted Halliburton. They said no.
Yeah, but the rest. Halliburton, because it's young, cheap talent that hadn't fully developed yet. The ceiling is high for Halliburton. You don't know. The rest of them, he ain't want. So they get the third team. Because if they were sending Fox, he didn't really want Fox. Hey, you take that max deal to somebody else. That's what he was saying by get a third team involved. That team gonna have to take on some of this talent. I mean, some of these contracts I don't want. That's what that means, and that's why everybody knew it wasn't gonna happen.
And they also said that a lot of teams ain't want Fox. They said that money teams like just scared of that money.
With that max, he's not worth that. They saying he's not worth that max.
He wasn't. Yep. They didn't want to put that in position. So Ben Simmons, do you see him? I'm starting to think that Philly's looking at it like this. Now they bring another option with Dame and Harden. Now they feel, and then there may be a disgruntled star come along. I don't think they're gonna move Ben Simmons now.
They're not before the trade deadline.
Yeah, I think they're gonna move him.
They really have no motivation to do it as long as they're not paying Ben. When you ain't paying him, he's not hurting you. Your team's still successful. They do see Dame is off the table because, again, with this article today, Dame ain't named them. He ain't in the top. They ain't in the top 3. Dame not trying to go to Philly.
You're right, but they still believe because they just said that all in it. Everyone keeps saying Philadelphia.
They don't believe.
Feel that people may get swayed one way.
They will have a better chance of getting Bradley Beal over the summer than they would Dame. Dame is not coming to Philly. You can tell. He's not coming to Philly.
Bradley Beal just broke his hand.
I know. That's why I said over the summer. You may have a good chance.
That's a tough blow for the Wizards. But the good thing about that is that they didn't end up trading. They picked it like early, because that would have been a real tough blow. If they gave away a pick and then he's out, and then that pick with, so it worked out in their favor.
If I'm the Wizards, I'm losing Brad. They know they're losing Bradley next year. He didn't resign. They're going to lose Bradley next year. I'll be trying to do a fire sale myself. I would. If I'm them, I'm trying to do a fire sale. I am, because I don't want Bertans, all them bad contracts. I don't want them, bro. I would even trade Montrez because I'm not going to resign him.
Oh, yeah, he's free agent. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trading Montrez. I'm trading that. I'm trading him. I would still want to keep Kuz. I would still want to keep KCP because those are good, solid, young veterans that ain't gonna hurt your team, and their money's not hurting nothing. And I think they will fit with pretty much anybody you bring in, and they're not gonna be no issue. But pretty much the rest of them, man. What's the point guard? I'm trying to move him.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
I'm trying to move him, bro. I'm telling you, I'm trying. It's not a lot of time right now, but teams do deals real quick when they're desperate. And like the Clippers, I may be able to pun Dinwiddie off on the Clippers and get something.
Yeah.
I may be able because they need a point guard still. They're not fooling nobody. They still need a point guard, a floor general. Yep.
And then the money will work if you stay Dinwiddie for they have to put a little more Robert Covington, because Robert Covington now the Clippers get back Washington get back that money because now Covington a free agent.
And see, when you do the trades, remember when you do a trade, if you're gonna trade them again, you can't package them with players. It's got to be a one individual person trade. So that'd be perfect. You could do Dinwiddie for Covington.
Yeah.
Yep. Throw some picks and stuff in their monies or whatever. Yep. And then Covington expiring, so you ain't worried about it. You know, man, that I don't know who they got at the point after that, but whoever was behind him been playing. I would use him. So yeah.
They got Aaron Holiday.
That's who it is.
Yeah, Aaron Holiday, and then a lot of what it is. The buyout market may be heavy. What you think about the buyout market? Because I already can see Tristan, 3 people I could easily see in the buyout market is Tristan Thompson, Eric Bledsoe, and one of the guys from Indiana went to Sacramento. The Holiday or Lamb.
Okay, one of them cats. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Tristan was the one that got back. I was like, I knew Sacramento sent somebody that should be bought out. That was Tristan Thompson. Who else was I thinking could be a buyout? I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it could be a lot of guys on the buyout, just depending on what these teams have financially. It could. I thought Al Horford. That is young Al Horford. I thought the cats all be by. What's the dude in New York? Gibson. I thought cats like that could all be buyout dudes. I don't think. For some reason, I don't think Orlando gonna do it with old boy and them down there. What's his name? Gary Harris. I don't know why. I just got a sneaky suspicion they're not gonna do it.
How many years he got left on his deal?
I don't know, but I know they've been saying his name as a buyout, so maybe he's expiring. But I know his name been coming up a lot for buyout. I just don't see Orlando doing it. I see them playing the year out. I don't see them doing it.
How many years, the people in the chat, how many years Gary Harris got left on his deal?
I'm gonna have to look it up for you, huh?
Nah, they gonna come fast. One thing, they come fast. So now with Ben Simmons, that changed things right there. I can imagine Philadelphia lost a lot of leverage right there when that Sacramento deal hit.
But Philadelphia, they always been saying from the beginning they thought that their best deals would come over the summer.
Yeah, they did say that.
And they're sticking to that. And honestly, you know why they can say that? Because the guy that was in their top 5 of getting Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they know they can go get him this summer. They already know that. So they not if Harden, Dame, Beal, none of that work out, they know they can get Shai Gilgeous.
Oh wow, they say he's expiring. They said Gary Harris is expiring, so he might get brought out. Again, if he's not traded, he might.
If he's not traded, I still Orlando, man. I just had no faith in them cats buying people out. I just don't for some odd reason. I really see them still just keeping him, you know. So I don't know any reason why they would, but you know, I know his name been heavy, and I ain't gonna lie, he's an upgrade over what we got with Avery Bradley. I like Avery Bradley, but he's too old to continually play that D. Gary Harris will play that D. He gonna play that D. And his shot done came back finally. His shot finally came back. So I would love to get Gary Harris in that type of situation and scenario. Yeah. You know, yeah. I don't know if he wants to come back west though. I don't know if he wants to come to the Lakers or, you know what I mean. For me, if I'm a buyout guy, the situation I wouldn't care where it's at. I would have to be featured. Like I would know I have to have a major, a significant, not major, a significant role. I wouldn't go nowhere where I just pretty much know there's a good chance I'm gonna just be sitting on the bench.
That'd be the worst thing you could do.
With the Lakers, they know I'm gonna get on that court. Because if you play D, Vogel gonna play you. Can you imagine Gary Harris and Stanley Johnson out there, man, guarding that perimeter, bro? That's gonna be a major upgrade over Russ, AB, THT, whoever else you put out there.
Exactly. So Atlanta Hawks with John Collins. Do you think he can move by Thursday?
Nope.
You don't
Not
think
enough
so?
buzz. And I don't see Collins as a difference maker. He's a stat stuffer, but I don't see him going to any team. What team will he go to where you going to tell me with that kind of money you paying him going to put them over the top?
Yeah, he gets a lot of money.
He
That's
does.
that's why the action price not that high.
Yeah, and so I don't see it. I mean, I've seen stranger things happen, but I don't see it because where does he go that makes a difference where someone wants to invest that kind of money for the next 4 years? Because remember, he just signed this summer or whatever it was.
Just signed. But they were saying San Antonio would have been interested in him.
I'm not sure why though. Why would they be interested? I don't know why they would be. I don't know. I guess they got the money and he may fit good with those young guys, but I thought they had good 3 and 4 men in San Antonio. They trying to move Pirtle, I heard Pirtle's on the market.
Yeah, they're trying to move Pirtle. They said Pirtle got a few teams that's looking at him. They said definitely Toronto. Toronto definitely trying to get a big man.
Pirtle, they need a big man. Toronto need a big man bad, and Pirtle's good. I like Pirtle. He's very good. Don't hurt you. So I'm surprised but San Antonio with old boy Pop in charge, he could be hard to deal with, man.
Yeah, that's Pop difficult to deal with.
Yeah, if he ain't raking you, he don't really want to do a deal. So, it's kind of like Danny Ainge used to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Danny Ainge, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of sick hearing about how the Lakers are putting – I know you said you're upset about what they're doing to THT trade value, but how they throwing him out there to Boston. And you already know when they say trade considerations, that means it's a second-round pick. They're now offering a first, and Boston's turning it down. And you know what I mean? Then they go out and put that information out there to pretty much try to set a standard for what they want for Josh Richardson, but at the same time, make the Lakers look bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Kyrie Irving, you think he get moved this summer?
Nope. You heard about that mandate in New York, right? Well, you there. I know you heard about it, right?
I'll be honest, I didn't hear it. When it happened, what's happened today, right?
They saying that there's a chance by this weekend that they could remove that mandate. Some things change or something. I didn't read it all. I just heard different videos and then articles that people was talking about. But they said there's a chance. I think by the end of this week that mandate could be adjusted or changed to where Kyrie Irving may be available to play by next Wednesday, all the games or something like that. So if that's the case, Brooklyn, that's enough. See, that makes sense for Brooklyn to say we're not trading Harden now.
Yeah.
We trading Harden. Hell no. No need to. We're not trading him. And if Harden gets to the NBA Finals this year, you think he leaving Brooklyn? He gonna resign, bro.
Nah,
he's that close. Now, if they win, of course he resign. But even if they get there, I think Harden will resign because they're gonna be too close. And if Kyrie can play all the games, Harden is satisfied now. He's satisfied. Yep.
They also talking about Dennis Schroeder to Boston and Dennis Schroeder to Philadelphia. Philadelphia, they need like another ball handling guard because Maxey always been a 2 his whole career.
Yeah,
he first year playing a 1. So that could be tough if Philadelphia could get him.
Mm-hmm. They kind of see him like a little spark plug, coming off the bench, instant offense, that type of thing. They really don't see him as a role for a starter, but he can produce like one at times. So I like him. If I'm doing anything, I'm really trying to pry his butt. I'm trying to pry him. I'm trying to pry him. If I'm who that trade OKC, yeah. If the OKC Philly trade go down next in the summer for Ben Simmons, I'm trying to pry him, bro. I'm trying to get him too. So
yeah, because they were saying Grant Williams, he has a lot of interest around the league. Who else they were saying? They was talking about. It was a lot of players that they said.
I heard what Milwaukee. I heard Milwaukee wants him. Right?
Yeah, Milwaukee wanted him in the Dennis Schroeder trade.
Yeah, now, I ain't on front
for Dante.
I understand they may want to get off Dante, but I'm not. Schroeder can handle the ball. Maybe old boy saying he needs some help ball handling. True Holiday. Because DiVincenzo really not that, and neither is Grayson Allen. You know what I'm saying?
Now they
Who's the
shooting
backup?
guard.
Yeah, who's the backup point there?
They don't really have a backup point. They have some rookie playing backup point.
See, that's why they want. Oh boy, and he's cheap. And hey, if it
He
works,
cheap,
great.
yeah.
If it don't, let him walk. You know,
Yeah,
he's
he
back
cheap.
on the market. So that makes sense. And then DiVincenzo, I think they off him. I think with the injuries and everything, I think they just off him, and that's why they got Grayson Allen, because they're like, look, we moving on from DiVincenzo. He come back and play well, great, but if not, no big deal. So I actually like DiVincenzo though. I like him. I like he can't stay healthy though. I mean, he ain't been in the league long, and
Yeah.
he just spent more time in street clothes than on the court. So
Yeah, I like him, Dante. And Dante and Pat. I like Pat. Pat McConnell. I like Pat. I'm a big fan of Pat.
Oh yeah,
Pat go
He a
hard.
bucket getter. He a bucket getter, high
He go
energy.
hard. He rebound. I like Pat.
I like the construction. I like the construction of their roster. I really do. It's hurting them not having Lopez. They need that side.
Why did they cut Boogie Cousins? Then you pick up the left hand Greg Monroe. I don't get that.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Boogie Cousins playing good with them.
The problem with Boogie is that Boogie is kind of like a Russ, bro. I'm serious. When it comes to up here, people look at the offensive numbers, but they don't realize the things that Boogie brings to the table on the negative side defensively. And then he get dumped and he's arguing with the refs. He's getting cheap tick. That messes up the flow of your team, bro. And everybody won't say that Boogie's getting done wrong. These 30 GMs they're not taking a chance of blowing up their chemistry just because this guy can give me 12 points and 8 rebounds. It ain't worth that, especially with a Boogie Cousins. So if Boogie came in and everybody said, he's been a model since. No, he's not getting in trouble like he used to, but he still ain't flowing the way he should. And that's why I think they got, because remember, they got rid of Boogie and they went uproar. Whoa, he was playing good, blah, blah, blah. And they came out instantly and said, oh, no. We're trying to have a roster space available for flexibility just in case remember that's when what's the name?
Yeah, they said that.
And the next day they went and signed a dude. I'm like, I thought you wanted roster flexibility. That's you lying pigs.
Yeah, I get that one.
These fuckers be lying, man. They be lying. They be lying, bro. But again, it's part of business with these dudes, man. So, Boogie straight. He with who now? He signed with somebody,
Denver.
right?
He with Denver.
He with Denver. Hopefully stay, man. I just stay with him.
So
I apologize. I'm tired. Whew.
So in New York, you see them doing anything? Because Cam Reddish is buried on the bench, and they just acquired him.
You know why? You know why Cam is buried?
Because what's his name ain't approved it. Tom Thibodeau didn't approve the deal.
They
young. Just went and did the deal.
He's young and he doesn't play defense. Those are two things Tom Thibodeau don't like anyway. He don't like young players, and he don't like players don't play defense. So I was thinking in my mind, that's a stupid trade unless you're talking about getting rid of Tom Thibodeau. I don't know what made the Knicks give up a first-round pick for that, knowing it don't fit your coach. And Thibodeau's not the type you can intimidate. He's up there with the Pops and the Carlisles and the Spolsters. If he make a move, you ain't saying nothing to him. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what made you. I don't know if you thought you was going to be able to pressure him into playing the dude just because you gave him a first-round pick for him. But that booker got like 9 minutes since he been with the Knicks.
Yeah.
And he don't play D, bro. And I mean, actually, he can play good D when he won't. He's a good defender when he won't, but he don't play like Thibodeau, that effort all the time.
Yeah.
Thibodeau ain't playing that.
Hard-nosed defense.
You ain't playing effort all the time, every play. Sit down, bro. So.
What else we got here? We also got the Phoenix Suns. They it was rumors that at first they said Ayton for Sabonis, but then
that's over.
Yeah, that's over.
Now to me, that wouldn't make no sense either. Why would you get rid of young Ayton? And I know Sabonis ain't old either, but the guy that you drafted. He's been with your franchise. He's helped lead you to the Western Conference Finals, the N.B.A. Finals. You're gonna get rid of him and pay another guy that ain't done nothing for your franchise? That didn't even make sense.
They don't want to pay him the max money, and he said he's not getting up off that. He said he wants his max money.
You got to start negotiating somewhere, And why get off that when I don't have to right now? put the nitty and the gritty. And I mean, if we get to that point and you don't, cool. You want that max? Whoever signed, you're gonna have to do a sign and trade. Who's got the money to absorb you as a max? So if you're gonna get it from somebody else, they gonna want to do a sign and trade. Now get some back for you then.
It was Detroit. Detroit looking at Ayton. Detroit won them. Detroit gonna have cap space.
They got plenty. They're one of the teams. So my thing is they still would rather get off some of them salaries instead of just absorbing all of that. So, and it benefits Ayton because he gets the extra year. You know what I mean? If you do the sign and trade. And Detroit can handle being in a hard cap because they're not even coming close to going over the hard cap number, even if they sign Ayton. So that won't be an issue. So if I'm them, I do what they did. I'll be like, forget that, and we'll try to negotiate with you after. Because again, we win a championship and you ball out. I got to find the money for you, you know, because the Phoenix fans ain't gonna let me not pay you. But if we get here and you show up short and we don't win, well, they may not have a problem with me letting you go. But I heard Phoenix, they just cheap like that, you know. And then when they played Chris Paul, you got Booker, Paul, and Mikal Bridges already got their money. You got other guys that is making money. You can't have 4 max guys, dude. You just can't have it.
And I think they just signed Bridges, I think, right?
That's why I said Bridges got his money. I said
and
Mikal,
I think Cam Johnson is coming up too.
Yeah, he is.
He's coming up next year. Or he might be eligible. Matter of fact, I think he's eligible for to be restricted this year. Because didn't he come in the same year as Ayton?
I can't remember.
Anybody
remember.
in the chat, did Cam Johnson and Ayton came in the same draft?
What about that one guy, that Smith guy? That's another young guy they got to
pay. Yeah. Justin Smith.
So they're going to get rid of him probably.
They said a lot of things. It was rumors with Boston want Justin Smith.
You could see he can play because remember when Ayton went down, he was balling in there, bro. That dude can play. So he's the type of guy who needs another situation and scenario, man. I wish we can get him with the Lakers. Hey, Johnson, do us a favor and send him to us like you did with old boy. We'll take him. I know you and LeBron. Yeah. Send us that dude. That dude would get minutes for the Lakers and he would be a force. I'm telling you, he can play. I like that cat. He can play with them goggles, looking like Marcus Kennedy from Eastern Michigan, way back. You don't know nothing about that right there. You don't know nothing about that.
I don't know Marcus Kennedy.
Yeah, he played at Eastern Michigan way back in the day with the Thomas twins. You remember the Thomas twins? They played for the Pistons. Played for the Pistons.
Oh yeah.
They all played together. They all played together in college at Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, Thomas,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my ear. Them the guy. Matter of fact, I got the worst injury I ever had blocking his shot one time.
Oh yeah?
That big book was finna dunk it. I went up and got it on the backboard. Came down on his ankle, bro. High ankle sprain. I was done from it. Had a high ankle sprain.
How long it took you to heal? Like 6 weeks?
Yeah, right. High ankle sprain? I had the same thing LeBron had last year, bro. 6 weeks. I put it this way. I shouldn't even play the first half of the season. I put that booger, once I got the swelling to go down the way it could, I started doing these particular stretches and stuff and putting this certain cream on it. It felt better. It still wasn't healed. It wasn't. I put that booger in an air cast. You know what an air cast is?
Oh, yeah.
I put it in an air cast and played, bro. I was there I started game one. And I was a freshman, and I still started game one. So it should have took me about 6 to 8 months, actually, back then. Should have took me that long. And I think it happened maybe 3-4 months before school started. So, because it was the end of the semester. So, it was before the next semester started. And I was out there playing, bro. I was out there playing. I should have been. I ain't gonna lie, I shouldn't have been. It would get numb. I wouldn't feel it. Oh, man. It was rough. And it kind of healed up. By the end of the year, around December, January, is when it finally healed up, and I got to really rolling in. I dropped some weight because I was I was playing at 220, like 225, and then I dropped weight down to not like 222, 223, and I got down at this time. I got down to like 202. Yeah, and man, we went on a run. We won 19 straight games, bro. We was running too.
That's a run there.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a run.
Hey, averaging 119 points a game.
That's a lot back then.
We were running. We were leading, for not small school, but we were leading the nation in scoring back then. We were getting up and down, bro. We was getting up and down.
That's a lot.
And thumping, and thumping people. We averaging 119, we was only giving up 100. We was only giving up. So we was beating people by a lot. We had a lot of blowouts back then. A lot of blowouts. So, and balance. I don't think we had one person averaging over 20, but we had 6 guys averaging double figures.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I think I was third.
That's a lot of balance.
I was the third leading scorer. But I just did everything too. I did everything. I was third in scoring, second in rebounds, second in assists, second in block, third in blocks, second in steals. I just did it all, Playing about 35 minutes a game in college, you know what I mean? I very rarely came out.
Yeah, because it's only 40 minutes.
Yeah, I very rarely came out. Once the blowout was secured, then I'd come out. Then I'd come out the game, pretty much. Yep. So fun times back then. I remember, man. We was getting it.
That's definitely fun times. Love. He said he thought he was 6'10".
Thought who was 6'10"?
You.
He thought I was 6'10"?
Yeah.
No, I'm 6'3", man. What tall? You 6'4", Kareem?
Nah, I'm not 6'4". You think I'm 6'4"?
I didn't know. How tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
Oh, you're a little dude. You're a little dude. You was a point guard then, huh? One of the New York City point guards?
I was like a combo. I was a scoring guard. I'm a scorer. Athletic.
Kimbo.
40-inch vertical, did all that.
You had a 40? 40-inch vertical back in the day?
That's crazy. I stand at the rim dunking backwards like this. That's crazy.
Yeah, New York point guards, man.
He said, hold on, he said something about Kendrick Nunn ain't come back till March. Damn.
Kendrick Nunn, March, that's next month.
Yeah, but it's only the 8th.
Yeah.
God.
That means because what's the name? Playoffs April 10th or something like that. So he's only gonna get about 15 games in.
Yeah.
He's only gonna get about 15 games in. But I'm with that because that's about, I think I was saying the other day, if a guy could get 15 to 18 to 20 games, he could get a stride going. He can get a stride going and be ready. But he's gonna have to play. Like, they're gonna be forced to play him 35 minutes a game. They really are. He's gonna have to be out there. And if they get rid of Russ, hey, we good,
But normally when you come back from an injury that sat that long, you normally have to, they're gonna probably take start getting the minutes, maybe 4 or 5 games. Because he's gonna be getting the minutes the first
see.
games. Damn.
We'll see. Because I know boy was saying he coming back, and remember he said it, Vogel, he getting heavy minutes is what Vogel said. He said he coming back getting heavy minutes.
So Frank Vogel, you think he gonna last the season?
Yeah. They already said they're not firing him this year. And it makes sense because that ain't what the Lakers do. The Lakers Jeannie Buss don't like paying people that are not performing for her. So if you're a player, coach, all that, when your stuff is up, she will then. And a player, that's why you see we got to do the trades. Most teams will just release a lot of this dead weight. Jeannie ain't doing that because that's wasting money. You got to trade that person and bring me back somebody that can play or get that salary taken care of. So, yeah. So, no, I knew it was a bluff, and Frank Vogel called their bluff when they were talking that, he's on day-to-day and game-to-game. He's like, we're going to see. He gave them boogers a professional middle finger, and you see they backed off his butt. Man, there's so many manipulating games that be going on behind the scenes.
It is a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
It is.
He said Portland just waived Cody Zeller, so they open up roster space.
When did Portland get Cody Zeller? I didn't know they had Cody Zeller.
They got him in the summer. They got him in the summer.
Who's with Charlotte? What's their big man name?
Charlotte got
Was he with Charlotte, Cody Zeller?
He was with Charlotte last year.
Okay. I thought he was with Charlotte.
Him and Bismack. Bismack looking good. Chris Paul got Bismack looking good.
I mean, he's athletic, big. I mean, he ain't got to do nothing but stand around and catch the ball and dunk it. Shoot.
He blocked shots, on the floor, setting them picks. Bismack looking good with Phoenix. That's why another reason that they probably was with Justin Smith. Oh, he said, Miles Plumlee, Charlotte got.
Yeah, that's right. I remember now.
Mason Plumlee. Mason.
Yeah, Mason. They played for my AAU team, the Plumlee boys.
Yeah, they from Indiana, right?
They played for my AAU team, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's 3 of them too.
It
3
is. Yeah.
big, big,
All of them giants.
all of them big, all of them. Let's get the likes up. He said Portland GM need to get drug tested.
Yeah. He doing exactly what the owners want him to do. His job is secure. Now the Dame thing, they trying to maneuver that properly. So I would think they want stuff to calm down. I don't see them pressing it unless Dame make them. You know what I mean? I don't see them pressing it to get a trade right now. He ain't playing anyways. I don't think Dame's coming back. He's not even being evaluated for another 5-6 weeks. So I don't see Dame trying to come back, play 10 games, and then go into the playoffs. So I think he's gonna just take the rest of the year off, heal
Yeah,
up properly.
they're going to take the rest of the year off.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do that. So then, it just let cooler heads prevail, and then they can press this summer. But I think what they're doing, I think they done pissed Dame off. Because remember in the beginning, Dame was saying that if he did get traded, he want to go a place like New York. He done really changed up now to say I want to be West Coast. Then to come out and say I want to play for the Lakers. Because remember, LeBron then was trying to recruit the brother, and he was like, I don't want to go that route. But I think he realized now the way Portland just played him after all that he did. Then for them to play him and force him to ask for the trade, now he like bumping. I see why LeBron was telling me what they were telling me.
And then another thing, it looks good because Lakers struggling. Now, had Lakers been dominant, he'd probably be like jumping on the bandwagon. But bottom struggling, it makes it a little easier. And the Zeller's from Indiana too. He said the Zellers.
Cody Zeller. Yeah.
Because he got brothers too. It's like 3 of them too.
They Southern Indiana. I think they were down like south of Indianapolis though. Yeah, they weren't up north where I was at. Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken.
It's Jalen Smith. Yeah, I keep saying Justin Smith. Jalen Smith.
Jalen Smith. I like Jalen Smith, honestly. I do. It's a lot of young guys like that, y'all, that's playing on quality teams. They just don't have the minutes for them. So, these guys can play. They just need the opportunity.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. You looking at what I'm looking at? That little thing that was put in the chat.
Which one?
Oh, I thought you was looking at somebody had just put something in the Abdul dude, Malik, put something in that chat stream.
No, I just heard it. But it took a minute to open up. Yeah, I see him.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, dang.
Yeah. But we're gonna see, man. These next 2 days, I think they're gonna be crazy, bro. I think they're gonna be crazy. And I got some traveling to do and all that, but I'll have my iPad and.
Oh, you traveling on Thursday?
I'm gonna be traveling the rest of this week, but you'll still be able to reach me on certain stuff. You'll still be able to get to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if we got to do one of these shows, I should be able to still be available.
Mm-hmm. He said, Tony Stewart said, answer one. What's your question? He said he want to answer. You got a real quick question. Go ahead, Tony. Anybody got questions? We answering questions also. This is the time of the show. We're gonna answer the questions.
Guess I could get it on my phone and kind of watch the chat room. I ain't used to using 2 pieces of equipment.
Yeah, but
hey, Reg Dog. Larry Bird was Southern Indiana. I grew up in the northern part, and then we had superstars up there, so they wasn't thinking about Larry Bird up there where I was at. I mean, they respected him. He was an Indiana legend, but he was more revered in the southern part of the state. Up there where I was at, we had guys like Big Dog coming out and Sean Kemp, all, you know what I mean? So they wasn't thinking about Bird like that.
Oh, he wanted the Lakers. We spoke about the Lakers earlier, but I guess he wasn't here. About THT, because I guess he wanted to talk about the Lakers. So what you got on the Lakers as far as they trade rumors? We all know what they doing. They trying to downplay our trade assets. So that's what you want to know about the Lakers.
Yeah, the team. What happens is the Lakers always have a harder road to go just because they're the Lakers, and they're used to them winning chips. They're used to the Lakers because of Jerry West was such a great GM. They're used to the Lakers. Jerry West and Mitch Kupchak did a decent job in the beginning. And the Lakers won a lot of trades just because players was pressing and pushing. So it was a lot of times where players behind the scene, they may have a deal set up with another team, and the player be like, no, I'm not going there. I'm not resigning. And then the team will be forced to take the deal from the Lakers because that's the only place the player is going to resign. And that's what people forget. you got to satisfy the player. You got to satisfy both teams. If everybody not happy, more than likely the trade ain't going down. And people be thinking, well, the player go where you tell them to go. Doesn't kind of work like that, especially with this kind of money on the table. I'm not taking a guy like, let's use Jerami Grant. I'm not taking that dude, bro, unless he 100% sold on coming. I'm going to rent him for a year? No. Or half a year? And then give up a bunch of assets that could be helping me for that? No. So the Lakers are always behind the 8 ball like that, so they always got to overcome that kind of stuff and jump over those hurdles. And then this year, because we got rid of those middle contracts, the THTs, not THT, the KCP, the Kuzma, and the Montrez, those are all between $10 and $15 million. Those are the contracts you got to have to normally piece together trades properly. And the Lakers got rid of all of those to sign Russell Westbrook. So it put, what's his name, Pelinka, in a really bad situation because he really doesn't have great assets to trade. Now, he has some good assets, but you need others to help. Like if we had one of those 12 or 13 or $15 million contract, I promise you THT and all them will probably be gone by now because we'd have been able to piece together a deal to get a player. Like check this out. THT's making 10, right? 9.5, 10. KCP, he was making what, 15? You telling me we couldn't have put that two together and got whoever we wanted?
Yeah.
Because that's almost $30 million. That's $26 million. Now we can do the Harrison Barnes and all these guys is making 26, 28 million. You know what I'm saying? The guy close to 30, we can throw one more player in, like old boy with the 5 million. We just didn't have any of those contracts.
Then we had like another 9 million. Like that was went to 10 to 5 and then boom.
You gotta have it's right really good. Most teams have 3, if not 4 of those kind of deals. That's why you normally have 2 superstars. See, it's hard to put them together. This is why you don't see Brooklyn making a lot of moves.
Yeah.
They got the 3 superstars, and they got some deals that they could still do it with, like Joe Harden on that, but they ain't trying to get rid of those players just yet. So, but the Lakers, they really put Pelinka in a bad situation when you don't have deals that are tradable. It makes it hard to trade. Because tell me the player out there that's making $10 million that you want.
Yeah.
Which player making $10 million is gonna be a difference maker on your team? This is why THT is a little harder to move, y'all, especially by himself. You pay him $10 million. Oh, go ahead, Kareem.
No, that's what I'm trying to explain to the people because people is panicking. People got videos talk about Rob Pelinka sleep, he not working, and I'm telling people we got 2 days, and I told people from the gate the trade's heavy gonna start from the 8th to the 10th.
Yep.
It's just starting. Like people panicking. We still got hundreds of players that's available for trades. It's only a select few that's not going nowhere. And people panicking, man. So THT. I still standing on that. I'm still gonna do my push-ups. I'm still standing on the Lakers will make a trade by Wednesday. If they'll make a trade, I'll push-up. I'd be shocked if they don't. They got the motivation heavy, and then they got like you said, we said the other day, none is 26. Even if they use him just as a contract, we see that happen a lot. Like a lot of teams is using guys just for the even if they feel he's not coming back.
Yep.
Even though he got no major like ACL or Achilles, but his $5 million, that's nothing to them. Even for them to take on. They took on Justin Holiday.
Rookies make more than that, bro. Rookies make more than that. You get drafted in the lottery, you making more than $5 million.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I can't hear you. What you said?
I was saying that's nothing. $5 million is nothing. That's hard to piece a deal together with that. And I agree with Dion Reed, and I agree with Felicia Williams with both of y'all statements in the chat. Felicia said that we were better with 2 superstars. I agree. I like that type of team better. And Dion Reed said that Buddy Hield would not fix the Lakers' problems. I agree with that. Now, he does help us in one area, that's shooting. You know what I'm saying? He does help in that area, but he don't help us defensively, and that's our thing. We can score with the guys we got that can score. We really got to shore up defense, y'all. We really got to get that defense on the rope, and you have to bring in guys that have defensive mindsets to do that and have a balance and a mixture that can go together with 2 or 3 defenders or 2 or 3 offensive guys. You know what I'm saying? Because the defender's going to make the offensive guys step it up. And the offensive guy's going to make the defender step it up on the other end. So you got to have that balance. We don't have it right now.
And you know what's crazy? I always said I like the 2 stars better because you get a balanced roster. Anytime you have 3, it's always that third guy don't produce at the level he was on his previous team, so you're losing out. So now you lost out on a depth where it could have been more balance. Look at the balance we had last year. Kuzma, KCP, Montrez, and Dennis Schroeder, 4 players. And if you want to count Drummond, they all averaged double figures for the Lakers last year.
Mm-hmm.
They all have averaged double figures.
Mr. Brown asked, he said, Elder, do you think the Nets will be better without James Harden? I don't think they should have ever got James Harden. So, yes. To me, when you look at those players that they start giving up, I mean, think about if they had Karis LeVert still. If they
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen, Spencer Dinwiddie still. Just keep them guys on that team. Brooklyn's probably first in the East right now. And you can weather these injuries that KD, Harden, you can weather them then with those cats. But with the roster, like now, you got high and everybody else is low. When you put low guys and try to make them play mediocre, it don't happen, bro. You're not going to get this guy out here. It's very rare to find a Malik Monk. It's very rare to find a guy making under $2 million that can get you 20 points a game.
Yeah, you're not.
It's just rare, bro. It's very rare. So people think that stuff grow off trees. That's hard. But Malik Monk is a vet, y'all. He's been in the league 4 or 5 years. He's a vet. Even though he's young, he's a vet. He's been in the league since he was 19 years old. So yeah. he know what he's doing.
My boy Jay Boogie said Malik Beasley and Jarrett Vanderbilt for Jerami Grant. If I'm Detroit, I'm doing it. I like Vanderbilt.
Man, what's his name? Stupid.
Every scrap.
If Minnesota do that, they stupid.
Yeah, I like Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt athletic. To me, if you watch their games, he very key to them, their success. He get like a lot, all the 50-50 balls. He get all that.
Yeah. They could use a good quality wing too, because they got the young fella. But I think that I'm thinking about it more. I'm not as high on Jerami Grant as a lot of people is. I like him. I like him. He's got to be in the right setting though. But again, that ain't gonna work for Jerami Grant, my brother. Because again, the trade got to work for both teams and the player. Jerami Grant wants to be re-signed at that max extension. He ain't getting that when you still got Cat on a max deal. Low on the max deal, and then old boy finna come up for his max deal. Edwards. You ain't finna pay him that, and where's he gonna be featured? All 3 of them guys are gonna be over him. So he going to a team to be the 4th or 5th fiddle.
Exactly.
I don't see the players saying that. And then go to cold Minnesota. He left cold Denver for colder Detroit. I don't see Jerami Grant wanting that deal. I don't see Jerami Grant saying I want to go there for that.
And then not only that, Russell got the ball. So you're not going to get the shots if Russell going to get the shots. And then we all know what's name's a star. I like Edwards. Mm-hmm. So you're not
love him.
You easy fall. You easy fall with them. Easy.
Yeah.
The 4th best player. Easy.
John Howe asked, he said, Elder, bottom line, what's your thoughts? Will Pelinka make moves? If so, what you think? I believe the Lakers are working their tail off to do the Russ thing. I've been saying this forever. I believe the Lakers have a plan A, B, C, and D to move Russell Westbrook. I don't know which one they at now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know which one they at now. But I think they got 4 plans to move him. So I really believe they're going to move Russ. I really do. But if they don't, we're going to be making minor moves. And then we're going to be adding in the buyout. And the key is this. If Russ ain't moved, now you really got to construct your roster still. You got to get the balance. Get rid of some of the guards. Bring in a quality wing, 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", hopefully. And really don't want 6'6", but I'll take it if it's the right guy. And then get you a backup power forward. If you can get that, you're good. Because if we got to keep all these guys, we really don't need another ball handler. We got enough ball handlers now. We're going to keep Russ, keep THT. You know what I'm saying? We got guys that can handle the ball. But I would think that some of these pieces are going to be moved so we can bring in guys that can be more productive. And if they can't be more productive offensively, at least they'll be more solid defensively. Because people say, I don't want Eric Bledsoe. Well, he's better defensively than any guard we got. Let's just keep it real. and he'd be on the cheap for $1 million for the rest of the season. So I'd rather have that option defensively than Avery Bradley out there. And I like AB, but I would rather have that. I just would. I really would. I'm not saying get rid of Avery Bradley, but I would rather have Eric Bledsoe because he's a much better defender right now. He can do more. I mean, that stout body he got, when he switch on wings, they ain't destroying Eric Bledsoe. He's too strong for them to do that. They're not. So I would rather have that versatility defensively and then let my stars do what they do offensively because I still got Malik, I still got Melo, I still got LeBron, I still got AD. These are guys that score most of our points is what I'm saying. And then I got guys that can get hot. Don't tell me Bledsoe can't get me 25 on a good night. Don't tell me THT can't get me 25 on a good night. So I still got other guys that can still score. We got to get rid of the dead weight, though, if we don't move Russ. And I mean the DJ, the Bazemores, Ellington, which I kind of like, but I'll have to move him, and potentially AB. The AB and Dwight are kind of to the side for me. I really want to keep them. But the three that's got to go is the dead weight I'm not getting no production from. None. From DJ, from Bazemore, and from Ellington. I got to move them cats so I can bring in the pieces I need to help the team out.
And those type moves you can make. Minimum.
Yes, easy moves.
You can make those moves easy. For you know what I mean, you may have to add a pick or someone who not getting minutes there that, like you say, might could use someone 6'9" power forward that might not be being used, like a Kendrick Williams or somebody. If I had to add a pick to that.
Mm-hmm. So second round, they want a first, but I wouldn't give a first for that. He's making $2 million or whatever he's making. I wouldn't give a first round pick.
No, he's not that good. I'd never do that.
Nope. But I wouldn't be so gung-ho on these second-round picks. We got 7 of them. I heard today we got 7 second-round picks in the next 5 years or whatever. I would be using them to bolster up this roster this year with good, young, athletic. I want young, but I also want vets. I don't want 20 and 21-year-olds. I don't want that. I want guys that if they 23, 24, they've been in the league since they was 19.
That's what I said. I said in the offseason, I'm the Lakers. I'm allergic to anything over 30. I'm shopping from 24 to 30.
There you go. Absolutely. And then, the right veteran, because I don't know how old is Bledsoe. I don't know how old he is. But the right veteran.
It's about 32.
I'll take them at that young 30. If they still got spry legs, all that, the right veteran, I'll take it that. But these guys that are already showing, if he 32, he got to be 100% defensive minded like a Bledsoe. He got to be. I'm not taking no offensive minded 32-year-old because he gonna be horrible defensively. I'm just not doing it.
Oh, they were talking about for Terrence Ross.
Terrence Ross, I kind of like, but I don't want to get that first round pickup for Terrence Ross.
And that'd be a bad thing.
I would do the THT in a second, but and actually we should get something back from them. They getting a young player.
I said that.
We should get a second back for that. So, but I would do that deal, and just because he can play good D when he wants, he's super athletic at 31 years old, and he can get hot. He's the guy that can get you 30, 40. He get going. Hot. He may win you a playoff game or two. So I would take a chance on a guy like that. But that would be like one of my last-ditch efforts, y'all, honestly. I would try to get the other guys first, then go that route at the end.
But you can imagine him and Malik Monk. Whew.
They can get going. Those two back there, we just got to get them to play. We just got to get them to play D is the problem. You can have them back there, but they may be scoring, but then letting everybody get to the lane, So, but we need some more size too. We need a true backup power forward.
Yes,
I believe. That can play both power forward center. Tristan Thompson, his name comes up. He's a perfect fit for that role. Somebody like that. Al Horford would be good in my opinion. So, but we need somebody that can.
Tristan over Al though.
I would too, because he's just a little bit more lively.
He's a hell of an offensive rebounder.
Yeah, but hey, Horton shoot that. He shoot that thing, man. He stretched the flow big time. He still knocked that thing down, bro. So guys like that can stretch the floor, gonna play solid defense, ain't gonna hurt you on the defensive end. I want them. I would love to get Bagley, honestly. I like what I saw. Bagley? I like him.
If we could somehow sneak him, that would be a hell of a pickup because you could put him at the 5 next to AD. I like Bagley.
Yep, I do too.
Bagley
I
from
would try to offer,
California, so weird too.
but he's such a high pick. You got to give up a first round pick for him. You got to give up a first round pick for Bagley. He's such a high pick.
He was the number 2 pick. They picked him over Luka.
Yep, he was a number 2 pick, and I think because he was number 2, he's making the same kind of money THT making.
Yeah,
would you do THT? Yeah. Would you do THT for Bagley?
Yeah, I think that's a good trade for both teams.
For that
they
first?
said
they said that first too.
They said nobody want to give up a first. They said Denver price got to go down. I mean, Sacramento. They've been trying to ask for a first since last year. Remember, they tried to get them last year. They couldn't do it. Nobody want to touch Bagley.
So THT in the second.
He said no way give up a first for Bagley. Nobody, and he's gonna be a free agent this year.
Would you give up a second or 2 seconds? If they say give me 2 seconds.
Yes, I'll do that.
Dwight Howard, I like him. I don't want to trade Dwight Howard either. I think he's good backup. I'm with you, loyalty. I love Marcus Smart. I've liked him from Oklahoma City. I know Celtics stole him that day because they didn't even have him on their radar, bro, on their big board. And they found out the Lakers was gonna draft him, and they picked him just so the Lakers couldn't do it, bro.
And Lakers picked Julius Randle.
We had to, and I didn't like Randle at all. I didn't like him at Kentucky. I didn't like nothing about his game. I don't. You can have that bullet, bro. You can have it. So, I mean, as a player, and I don't know him personally. I don't know him personally, but you can have him as a player. I did not want him over. And see, I would do that deal for him. Like if Boston wanted to come up that contract, I would send them I would do the THT non-first round pick deal for him. I'd do that. And he just signed. He just re-signed. I'd do that and take on his salary.
He make us defensively.
Man,
he brings a lot of grit to a team.
Now I don't have to take a guy like what's his name? Eric Bledsoe in the buyout. I already got that guy. I don't have to. We good to go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
I think that I think we got a good shot at somebody bad because he don't really have no interest around the league. See, because he's not like a stretch big, and that's what a lot of these teams look for. And then he's a free agent at the end of the year, so a young team ain't gonna want to. They're not gonna sign.
Who you want, Bagley or PJ Washington?
I think Bagley is a better talent, but PJ might be a better fit because I think PJ. But Bagley's definitely a better talent. He's taller. Damn.
Well, boy can stroke that thing.
That's what I said. PJ can shoot.
Stroke it. He rebounds too. He lively.
Yeah, everybody said PJ better fit, but Bagley definitely a better talent. Everybody saying PJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bagley, he can help out at that center. I like Bagley.
Another thing that's gonna have to go down here soon, Kareem, is OKC got to take on some salary.
They got to.
They got to do it in the next 2 days. They got to take on some salary. They're not going to pay that check out.
Yeah.
So I want to know who's going to get OKC involved to eat up that $23 million that they got to get.
Yeah.
I know they're not content just paying that money and then saying give it to the owners.
Yeah.
That would be just black. Because they literally can get a player for free. Because they got to spend that amount of money no matter what they do. They're going to spend it. So whatever player you bring in, you get him for nothing because you just spending the minimum you required to spend anyway. That's why I know that's option D for the Lakers. I do know that. Sending Russ to OKC with that pick, because they'll take that pick for him. If they do that pick, they'll eat up Russ' salary and another salary because Russ ain't making 23 now. You know, they got 23 million right now they got to use.
Yeah.
So Russ is only owed probably 19. Or because 44, half of that is what, 22? And we're 22. Past the halfway point. So he's probably only owed $20 million right now.
Oh,
so yeah. We can send Russ and we can send Russ and DJ. Eat both of them up. We'll give you a first and a second. We'll give you a first and a second for that. Again, they don't like the optics of that, but I know that's option D for the Lakers. Will they take option D though?
But you have to think like this. They love Russ and OKC.
Yeah, but they already made it clear. They already made it clear if they did do something like that, he's not playing for them. They would instantly buy him out. Yeah, they've already made it clear. He wouldn't get on the court for him. Them and Houston both have said if we do a deal for Russ, he won't even leave LA. He gonna get bought out. You know what I'm saying? So
How
which
much
I'm
money
fine
think
with.
he get back?
You said what?
How much money think Russ will get back on a deal like that?
It depends. It just depends. I mean, old boy gave up what 13, 15 million.
Yeah, he gave up. Yeah,
In Detroit. What's his
yeah.
name?
Blake Griffin.
He was in a
Blake Griffin gave
similar
up.
type of situation. I think the money was a little bit less, but he was in a similar situation. So I don't know. It depends on Russ. I don't know. And the thing is this: whatever Russ think he can get, like his agent would already have told him, if you go there and get bought out, this team said they will take you, and they'll re-sign you, but they want to do it for this amount of money. Are you cool with that? So, like, say, let's just say the Knicks. Say the Knicks said, "Hey, you get bought out, we'll re-sign you, but we want you, but we would want to get you on like a 2-year, $25 million deal." Right there, you know, he can give up $25 million
Yeah,
if he wants to.
yeah, get that right back.
Because he getting that in 2 years. That means that in the 40, you know what I'm saying? So, or at least half of that, at least the 12 point. So he knows I can at least get that up. And I'm getting back what I gave up. But so that's how that works. The agent already has a deal in place.
Yeah.
But you got to say, man, will I go to the Knicks for two for 250 with, because what's Russ? 20 and 47, that's what? 67 million? He's old right now. He's old, 67 million. So say he goes and says,
and we're at the end of the year right now. So he
I know that's why I added the 20, because he owed about 20 right now the rest of this year and 47 for next year. So that's 67 million he's owed to finish out this year and next year. What if he says 17?
No Paul Millsap. No Paul Millsap.
No, hell no. Nobody, no. We're allergic to 30 and over. So
yeah.
Nope. But it just depends, bro. It depends on Russ, and I could see Russ. I could say this. I could see Russ giving up 10 mil. Easy.
Yeah.
And Houston comes out.
He made a lot of money.
Houston comes out. They would love that. 10 mil, 15 mil, because I know they're gonna start high. They're gonna say, hey, we want to do 20, 25. You know, that's what they're gonna say. And they have to negotiate. But if they got 15 million out of Russ and then let some other team pay him that, because people think that Russ don't have value in the league. They stupid.
I tell people that. They
stupid. There are teams that would love to still have Russell Westbrook. They would. Even what they seen this year. They blame that on the Lakers. They blame that on the quote-unquote shit show that's going on over there.
Yeah.
They said, if you give me Russ, I'm going to get the Russ that was in Washington. I'm going to get the Russ that was in Houston. That's what they believe. And because he's older, let's just do a short deal, 2 year.
And he had some good games. Like, he had some good games.
Maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Russ is, but you will have a team that has money and say, think about it. I could easily see a team saying, you know what, Russ, we'll give you 2 year, 30 mil, 15 million a year. So now he's saying, I'll give up 10 million to leave right now so I can go take that deal.
And then not only that, he's healthy. Russ ain't missed a game yet.
He ain't missed a game and still playing the highest minutes in the league.
Yeah.
So you know what you're getting.
That holds a lot of weight right there.
It's just up to the Lakers if they're going to swallow their pride and move this guy off the team like they know they should. They don't want to look bad, y'all. That's why they kept saying the optics. They don't want to look bad. They don't want to give up all that, the first round pick, those 3 players, right? And then say we made a mistake, and now we got to give up another first round pick just to get rid of that. The optics of that looks horrible. But here's the thing. They've been putting that out there, and Laker brass has been like, no, we don't care. Give the first. So you're not going to be jacked up optic-wise by Laker Nation.
Yeah, they want that.
Now, we don't want you to get a first for John Wall because we know that's a bad deal. But that's why I said we will be better off because, see, with the John Wall deal, we got to take back that salary. So we still stuck with $47 million of salary on a mediocre level player right now. Do the OKC deal, and at least you can tell the fan, well, we got the salary relief. Now we can re-sign Malik Monk.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We got the space to re-sign Malik Monk now and give him the deal he needs. It gives us cap flexibility going into next year when we want to look to re-sign guys like Malik Monk and possibly, what's his name? Young fella that ain't played yet. None. If he ever get out there.
I think he's going to pick up that contract, that $5 million.
He going to have to if he ain't played. Now, if he get out there and play in the playoffs, the last 15 games playoffs, he may walk in because he can put it on. I'm telling you, that cat can get it done. I like Nunn a lot.
He go hard, too. Nunn go hard.
A lot. The Lakers liked him enough to where they had one contract that they could give more than a minimum deal. And out of all these guys, they decided to give it to Nunn. So they had great plans for Nunn. They really did.
I didn't think a bone bruise.
Man, you know what? See, look. That's what. Look, somebody, R. Skinner. He said John Wall in talk to go to OKC. Now the problem is this. John Wall, maybe he done changed, but John Wall was not willing to take a buyout. He wasn't willing. OKC, they'll eat that salary, but they gonna be looking to do a buyout. So if you go in there saying I'm not doing a buyout, OKC ain't gonna want to do that deal. They gonna want to buy you out to save that money. So, but if they in talks right now, see, they stepping up doing what the Lakers could have done. Yep, because you can get off them contracts. When you got a team out there that's got that, you can get off them contracts. But we need the assets. We need to. OKC saying, "Give me the assets. We'll spend money."
And it's funny he brought that up because we just saying they got to spend some money. They got that $23 million. They got to spend some money.
They have to, bro. That's below the floor. That's not salary cap they have, y'all. That's below the floor. They got even more than that in salary cap. But they can even more contracts than they want. But they got to spend that $23 million.
Palinka not lazy. Palinka is working. We got 2 days. We got 2 days, man.
He's limited though. He's very limited. He's very limited. Kato Hitson. Yes, I do believe. Do you really see Dame coming? It's a great possibility because superstars go where they want to go. I've been telling people this for years. Superstars go where they want to go. So when you hear Dame say 2 days ago, when we all read that he wants to stay on the West Coast if he gets traded. Then 2 days later, he comes out and says that he didn't know about these trades and he's not down with any kind of rebuild. So he's telling his people, I want to go to 3 different places. LA, the Lakers, the Bucks, or the Hawks. Well, there's only one team that's on the West Coast. And the other 2 teams don't really need Dame. They don't really.
Especially the Hawks.
The Hawks don't, and I definitely don't see. I don't see them breaking up their team to put Dame in there. People forget when you take Dame, you're gonna have to re-sign him to that extension, and that's 2 years, $107 million. So you're gonna have Dame on the books till he's 35 and 36 years old, and he's gonna be making $50 million.
Small market.
I don't even know if the Lakers want to commit to that, bro. I'm serious. I don't know that for sure. Man. That is a whole lot of money for an old dude that's already showing at 31 years old he's declining. Now, if the Lakers can be convinced and say, hey, look, we're going to have 3 chips out of this, 2-3 chips. They may do that. And then because here's the key, y'all. You can't make the deal and say, well, we'll just trade that. You can't do that. Superstars, you don't do this way. You talking about trying to say that $50 million, you would ruin your franchise.
Yeah.
You would ruin your franchise because the players, they don't play that stuff. That word would get, that ain't had the word get out. They would see that, and I'm telling you, you would not have players want to come play there at all. They'll try to get, if they even got drafted, they'll be trying to get out of the Lakers real quick. So if you take them, you're going to eat that. You're going to eat that. So is it worth it? Is him and AD going to be enough on LeBron gone with a few ancillary pieces? Now, mind you, Dame is making 2 people's salary, y'all.
Yeah.
He making 2 people's salary. So you ain't going to have the roster flexibility. Think about it. AD going to be making 40 and Dame going to be making 50.
That's
so you got $90 million in 2 dudes with $140 million salary cap. So you're going to have like $50 million to sign everybody else. That's not a lot, y'all.
It's not.
It's not a lot.
It's not.
Not a lot.
Now you got to fill out 15 more spots. 13
more spots.
13.
Really fit. You're right. Because of the 2, what's the names? You got the 2 what do you call them? 2 ways. That's 15 spots for $50 million.
That's a lot. He said
Oh yeah.
He said, Jerry West don't have nothing to do with teams been hating on the Lakers. This been going on, and we ain't gonna get no Millsap.
People do deals behind the scene to try to make sure the Lakers don't get what they need. They do that. No doubt about that. They're making moves knowing, like, again, what Boston did that year. Boston had, everybody saw their stuff. They didn't even have Marcus Smart on their board. They didn't even have him on the board, y'all. They found out that the Lakers was going to draft him, and they drafted him just so the Lakers couldn't get him. And look how long he been at Boston. Man, you will be amazed at some of the petty BS that goes on with some of these GMs and teams.
I remember that draft like yesterday, because I ain't gonna lie.
I hated that draft. I was so mad.
It's just 3 people I wanted in that draft. I wanted Marcus Smart, Julius Randle, or Dante Exum. I'm glad we didn't get Dante Exum. Dante Exum went to Utah. So
I wanted Dante Exum too.
I wanted Dante. When Dante Exum went to Utah, I said, all right, we still got a chance at Marcus Smart. And because Boston was 6, the Lakers was 7. They was back to back. And I was like, we're going to get, as long as we get one of them. I did not want the other guy with the big hands. And he turned out, he went to Indiana. And he didn't do good in the NBA. 6'9". He was the youngest person to draft. What's his name?
I don't remember.
He's the youngest guy. He's the first round pick.
Because I was so hot. I think I stopped watching the draft after they drafted Julius Randle. I was mad.
I was happy with Julius. I was jumping because I didn't want the Lakers to pick. And he ain't in the league now. Everybody, because he was the youngest person in the draft. He was like
I had to go back and look. I had to go back and look that year.
Somebody in the draft. Who was the he played for the Knicks like last year. He ain't in the league no more. He blocked little shots. He was young. And his upside went to Indiana. He went to Indiana.
Noah Vonleh?
Noah Vonleh. Yeah. Noah Vonleh.
Man, you got a very knowledgeable chat room, bro. They be on it. Yeah. Indiana. Noah Vonleh was from Indiana.
Yeah, he went to Indiana. I said, I don't want the Lakers picking him. I said, I want Julius or Marcus Smart. Once I remember that draft like yesterday when Dante got off, and then who somebody else got picked. So I was happy. They went 5. I was so happy.
No, I don't see the Knicks trading for Russ. I don't, because they got BS contracts and the Lakers ain't gonna take them. I don't see that happening. I really don't. And I don't think the Lakers want to take back Julius Randle either.
No, I don't think the Lakers. That's too much money. That's too much money.
Hey, Kareem, I got to hold down. I'll be back, all right?
Yeah. Yeah, Boston destroying the Nets. Damn. That's crazy. The Lakers need Steph Curry. Steph Curry, I don't see Philadelphia doing that right now. Oh, B got 30? Damn. Yeah, the trade deadline is Thursday. Thursday is the trade deadline. It's still plenty of time left, plenty of players. This thing, like this, we only saw like maybe in the last week, maybe 7 guys get moved. They say 10 at the most. Josh Richardson or Terrence Ross. I think I'd take Terrence Ross. I like Terrence Ross a little better than Josh Richardson. Josh Richardson a little younger, but I take Terrence Ross. Yeah, Philly ain't giving no Steph. They like him. Westbrook for Conley. I don't like Conley contract. I've never been a big fan of Conley. I like Miles Turner. Is Dame out for the season? Dame might be out for the season. They said that I think he get evaluated in 6 weeks. They're gonna see for sure. But Portland gonna be done by then. Dame ain't coming back. It's over. Dame is not coming back. They'll be done by then. B with the game losing turnover. They lost.
That was close. What is it? 110. Oh, who lost?
He said Philly lost. Philly lost to Phoenix. Yo, Phoenix is winning every game. They ain't playing.
I mean, Phoenix is been together. They solid. They got a good balance. They destroying the league, and the league been mediocre. Think about Philly. That's a much different game if you got Ben Simmons.
Oh yeah, a much different
You
game.
see what I'm saying? They've been the most healthy. They had the least amount of people in COVID. They've had the least amount of injuries. I mean, they got the most camaraderie. They got the most unity. I mean, I still don't think they're gonna win a chip, though. I still don't.
Right now, who you see win the chip?
I don't know, because I know I'm not seeing the finished product of a lot of different teams.
Yeah.
So I can't. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Phoenix is the best team in the league right now, but I don't think they're going to be the best team in the league when the playoffs come around. I think a lot of teams will get healthy, get the players they need, get the chemistry and all that they need, and then I think Phoenix can be beat, because Phoenix is big when they got Ayton, but when Ayton gone, they in some trouble.
But they got McGee now.
Huh?
They got McGee.
Yeah, they got McGee and they got what's his name, but Ayton is the key. You let Ayton go down, I think you could beat Phoenix. Or you neutralize Ayton, I think you could beat Phoenix. Yep, I do.
So the game, the Lakers and Bucks tonight, what you see that the Lakers need to do to win? What's the keys to the Lakers winning tonight?
Oh boy, slow down the pace. AD got to play incredible defense one-on-one on Giannis. We cannot be helping on Giannis because everybody else needs to stay out on them shooters. We really at a deficit because not having Carmelo 6'8", not having Dwight Howard 6'10", we have no size. I mean, we literally got LeBron and AD. So old boy's got to play tonight. Maybe give him 5-8 minutes. You see what I'm saying? DJ, just to give people blows. But the size is going to hurt us tonight. It's going to hurt us because we really need that size.
So, I agree with you, because people get mad when you even mention DJ name.
Yeah.
They think that he don't supposed to play no minutes, but sometimes, like you said, even 5-6 minutes.
Just to give blows.
Yeah.
You know, just to give blows, and you have to be real careful of who you got him out there with. I would really try not to have him out there with Russ, because that could get bad real fast, real quick. Put them in a pick and roll, it's over. Those are two of the worst pick and roll players in the NBA. So they can go on a streak before you can call timeout. They, next thing you know, you could be up 3, right? And they hit 3 threes. Yeah. You're down 6, bro. Like that in less than a minute. So you got to be careful gambling with that kind of stuff. But coaches want to give confidence to their players too. So they want to put them in situations kind of stressful to see if they can handle it and stuff. And DJ, he's just not the defensive presence he used to be. He used to gobble up rebounds and block everything and dunk everything. He's not that dude. He's barely dunking. He can rebound to me a little bit still. He still can rebound a little bit, but he ain't that defensive presence at all. And then as soon as he come in, everybody go pick and roll because he don't do drop coverage. And let's see the guards. Yeah, so you can't do that with Drew Holiday. He'll put that little floater on you. All of that. Actually, we may be able to get away with a Drew Holiday a little bit today. He's an okay pick and roll, but he's a little slower pace and all that. We may be able to get away with it. We just can't let Giannis do what he did last time. He can't just shit all over AD, bro. Yep. I think AD can be up to the challenge.
Like he did Embiid. He need to take it personal.
Yeah, and Nurkic. He crapped on Nurkic too, remember?
Yeah.
So he needs to be ready, which he should be fired up to go up against Embiid today. Old boy today. Yeah. He should block his shots at least twice today.
Yeah.
That's when I know he ready. If he go out there and he block old boy's shot and don't give him no dunks, none. Even when he got a free one, hammer his tail. Don't give him no dunks. Like don't give him no dunks, bro.
He coming heavy too.
Push them arms, do what you got to do. Don't give him no dunks.
Yes.
Dang, Brooklyn lose. Oh, they ain't got nobody playing. The big 3 is not playing today, are they?
Kyrie ain't playing either?
They're back in Brooklyn, ain't they? It's back in Brooklyn. Yeah.
Wow, damn.
Yeah.
Well, Boston been playing good since January. They got
very
like
good.
the best records.
Yeah.
They're playing good. They defense is like number 1. They've been playing real solid.
That Suko guy was in protocol too, y'all. The guy he had an injury, but then he was in protocol. So So I think he in the G League. I heard that he's down in the G League playing. They got him trying to
Yeah.
get his stuff back together in the G League. So that's why we're not getting him. But
They
that's
thought he
another.
could be the next Giannis. I'm like, nah.
But my thing is this: if he's young and athletic and play D, give him minutes. Get him up there and play him some minutes.
He got the size.
He's
Say,
6'9", right?
Yeah, yeah.
See, man, that cat could be the wing guy that we need defensively.
He was a lottery pick.
So see,
Detroit picked him lottery. Detroit picked him lottery. Him and Stanley Johnson, and they ain't pan out.
Well, Stanley panning out now. This guy should pan out. Maybe he's done mature. So the Lakers saw something in him to bring him. They got him, released him, and then brought him back.
You're right.
They see something. They see something.
Yeah, because he young too. I think he's like 22.
Okay.
I think he's like 22 because but Detroit must not develop well because even their point guard, I thought he's gonna be good. Killian Hayes, yeah.
I'm telling you, there is a huge trend that a lot of people are just ignoring. These guys that come in the league at 18, 19 years old, they're not developing super fast. There's very few of them that do, very few. But when they get to be about 24, 25, 26, that's when they kick in. Like most people, you go through something at 25 years old. Once they hit that, now they viable. Look at Stanley Johnson. He was a Bucks. Yeah. He's 25 now. Look at him. Look like he's like when you see Stanley playing, you like, how's this guy ever been out the league? You know what I'm saying? Because he just like belongs. The maturity kicks in. So these teams, they can't afford to wait for these. It's THT. He's gonna be one. Watch. THT gonna be that dude. That when he gets to be, think about it. When THT, y'all, this is fourth year at 21. Fourth year in the league, y'all. So you're talking, he's gonna be a 7-8 year vet when he's 25. He's gonna be destroying some folk. THT gonna be destroying some folk.
Yeah.
So Christian Wood, he's another one. Good call. That's another guy that developed late. When he was not late. Yeah. So that's the trend. Find these dudes. Find these cats. Find me a cat that's 26, 27 that might have came in the league at 20. I'm telling you, you can get value out of them, and you don't need much. You don't need much. You just don't need much. Yep.
He said AD better drop 50. Yeah. He said AD better drop 50. No. Brown playing tonight, right?
Yep. What AD need to do is do what he's been doing. He's been averaging about 29 and 15. If he do that tonight, anywhere between 25 points and 30 points, 35 points, and if he gets anywhere between 12 and 18 rebounds, I'm happy.
Yes.
Yep. That's a game for AD. He's balling if he do that. And then don't let Giannis go berserk. Giannis gonna get. He's best player in the game right now. He's gonna get here. He's gonna get here. But don't let him get the 44 burger on you like he did last time. Don't let him get 6 dunks in your face like he did last time. Don't let him bull you and push you up under the damn rim like he did last time. I thought AD did a good job on him in that second half, but it was too late. You had already had that ball rolling. The book already had 26 points. It was just too late. And see, people go looking at second half. Giannis didn't dominate. Now, he did make a big play. He made big plays. But he didn't dominate like he did. And he made a lot of free throws in that second half. That's how them points went up. But you can't give him 26 points in the damn first half. You can't do that. So I would be, if I'm the Lakers, I'm definitely making everybody else beat me. Giannis is not having an incredible game tonight. I'm throwing the kitchen sink at that boogie. Middleton may have 40, but Giannis ain't.
The draft, Chet Holmgren, I don't know. I think he may be solid. He definitely got to get stronger. He got a lot of skills. Yeah, a lot of skills. He just had to get stronger.
That cat for the Pistons?
No, he rookie. Not a rookie. He a freshman in college.
What's his name?
Chet Holmgren.
Oh, okay.
White guy. He like 7 feet. He could dribble. He could shoot. Aaron, how you doing, Aaron?
Hey, Gene, you're wrong. They're not gonna lose by 30 tonight. That's not gonna happen. You're wrong, Gene.
I think Lakers may win. They played at home.
Yeah, Lakers. Hey, we played the Bucks good last time. People act like that game was a blowout. It wasn't. Even though old boy was crapping on us, that game came down to the wire. We had a chance to win that game. So, and with no LeBron. So, hey, we're gonna see. What I hope if he's out there playing, I hope Russ have a huge bounce back game. Most good players, if you play as bad as he played in the last game, you're gonna play good the next game. So hopefully Russ is the one that step up, put that pressure on old boy, because they're gonna still have old boy guarding him. And he's just not gonna be able to get all the little stuff he get. Not on Holiday. He just not. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna see. But we answered you guys' questions. We're gonna be back because deadline is on Thursday. We gonna do another show by then because it's gonna be a real busy. So definitely appreciate everybody. If y'all didn't like and subscribe, can y'all please like and subscribe right now?
Hey, the Lakers have a big trade. You coming on, or you gonna wait till Thursday?
Oh, I'm coming on.
Okay.
I'm coming on.
All right. I'll be available. I'll make myself available.
I'm coming on. I'm coming on tomorrow too, like live. I'll be live every day.
All right.
I'll be live every day because this is a lot going on. Something may happen today, like later today. I might come back on after the game.
Whenever they do it, you coming on, huh?
Hell yeah. Even if it's a small trade, even if it's Bazemore.
Anybody. Yep. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
We
I'll be right there.
Come back on. You know what I mean?
Valdosta, I gotta go to what do you call it? Jacksonville, and I got some stuff. So it's gonna be probably about a month. I may be in that area. Valdosta. Cato hits.
Where that's at? Valdosta.
That's in Georgia.
Oh.
Southern Georgia. Yeah. But I got some business down in Jacksonville. I gotta go down and tend to and take care of, and I'll probably make my way then through Valdosta, see my fam there. Because I got Saints in Valdosta too. So,
you a driver or you a flyer?
I fly, but I prefer driving. I'm not afraid of flying or anything. I just like to drive. I really do.
I hate driving because I'm just saying. You said you going these places. And I figure I said it's in the South. You like driving.
I drive my car everywhere. If I gotta go way out west, like I just went to Portland, Oregon here recently. I flew out there. But
yeah, that's far.
I'm going to Green Bay, Wisconsin at the end of this month. I'm driving up there. That's 14 hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't like driving.
Me and my family. I do what I do now. I used to be able to do the whole. I used to could just do the whole thing one day. What I do now is just break the trip up. We'll leave out early in the morning. I mean, maybe well, I used to be able to do that. I can't do that now. But I'll leave out it dusk to dawn. It'll be dark still, and beat the traffic mainly in the big cities and stuff. And then kind of get to the hotel area. I'll drive up till about 3:00, and then I'll stop and get my family a room for the night so that we can get dinner, relax, still have a good night's sleep, then get up the next day and drive the rest of the way is what I'll do. So that's how I do those trips now. I break it up into 2 days.
In 14 hours, I can't do that. If I was rich, I have a chauffeur. I don't like driving around the cities much. I'll be tired. I like to be in that passenger seat.
That city is stressful. I don't like the passenger seat because I'm so used to driving. I don't trust most other people's driving. I really don't. So I'd rather be in the driver's seat when I got control. I mess around, start dozing off when I'm in the passenger seat, as I ain't never used to being over there. I'd be thinking I fell asleep at the wheel or something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Lakers tonight, guys. I might come back on. If your boy is up, I'll be back on to the StreamYard tonight.
Cool.
Peace. Episode 2 was great. I appreciate all the love, man. Man, this has been great, man. I really appreciate it, man.
It's been good shows.
Yeah. All right. Salute.
Salute, my brother.
Salute.